All right, welcome race fans here to Chicagoland with eNascar Outlaw League as these guys get ready to take on this awesome track in the mid-south or mid-east coast, if you want to call it, however you want to call it, the mid, whatever, it's up in near Michigan. I forget what they even call that, but anyways, these guys are getting ready here for round number 9. Get ready to start round number 9 here, and then they're going to be heading on to round number 10 here next week, and then we head into the playoff. So playoff is going to be starting here in the next 2 weeks. So all these positions starting tonight and next week to determine, do they make it to the championship or even just make it to the playoffs? We'll have to wait and find out. I am all over the place right now because I'm looking at something, so I do apologize for that, but I'll just bring up the good old buddy here that helps us every Monday night here, good old Brandon Colley, as he's going to have a little bit more information on how these cars here handle at Chicagoland Speedway. So how you doing there, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, Robert? How's it going, everybody?
Doing good, still going. Sorry, if you could give everybody a little rundown. You said last night you believed that you were tested these cars a little bit.
Yeah, I did a little bit of testing, and these cars now with the light fuel load that this league is running tonight, they're not quite as free as the ARCA cars normally would be. Still have to take care of that right front. It's going to be really important. And I believe the fuel window should be somewhere between 34 and 36 laps, Robert.
34 to 36 laps. So we're looking at least 2 pit stops. Now, are they... Okay, I got a message here. Give me 1 second. Fill everybody in on this track. Sorry, guys. I'm getting blown up here right now. Brandon, if you don't mind taking over a minute, bud.
Oh, no problem. Some of these... one of the biggest... things to watch on this track is turns 1 entry and turn 4 exit. The entry for 1 is very sharp, as well as the exit 4, and on the long green flag runs, turn 4 you'll see tonight will come out and bite you real quick, and I have a feeling we'll see quite a few people get a little overzealous on the throttle through 3 and 4 and just catch that wall on the exit coming back to the start finish line. Whereas the exit at 2 and the entry to 3, you can be a little bit more aggressive because of how sweeping it is and get a really good jump, and you can dive into 3 a little bit deeper and maybe make a pass that way. One of my favorite parts about this track, I love this track. I probably have more wins here than any other track that NASCAR runs on. You can really drive the car with the throttle just to get it to rotate, and if you can perfect it into 3 with the bumps on the bottom, just be patient, you can get a really good jump off where most people will have to check up. Really good passing opportunity there before you come to the stripe.
10-4, 10-4. All right, well, we do got the qualifying laps being rolled in here as of right now, as it looks like we got Donald sitting up there on the pole right now with a best of a 30.9 to Dennis Warner's 31 flat. So wow, that's a pretty fast lap in the 30.9s. Everybody else is in the 30.1s there, Brandon.
Yeah, Robert, I'm actually kind of surprised. It may just be because I didn't turn that many laps when I was testing these things, but it's a bit quicker than what I ran in my testing, about 0.2 quicker. So these guys are putting down some blistering laps.
Yeah. Look at Devin now. He's going to put down a 30.9. Wow. 30.97 to Donald's 30.98. Wow. That's called mirror driving there.
Oh, then we got Mason Thompson with a 30.8. Man, these guys are getting quick. Okay, well, while we've
Okay.
got a minute remaining in qualifying here,
Yeah,
go over
right.
tonight's sponsors.
Yep.
eNascar Outlaw League is brought to you by Blackgate Security Agency. Blackgate Security Agency is veteran-owned and operated in Erie, Pennsylvania, offering the highest trained and skilled security professionals in the industry. Check them out at www.blackgatesecurity.com. eNascar Outlaw League is also sponsored by Choice Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery. Choice Ink is your answer for all your custom apparel needs. Start your project today at www.choiceinkct.com or give us a call at 860-554-1300.
All right, that's our proud sponsors of tonight's race, and it's looking like Brandon. The reason why I know the viewers don't really care, but we got a couple cars out there that the numbers are messed up, so I'm gonna try to fix it. They said they fixed it on Trading Paints, and it's not showing up right on our side, so I'm gonna try to reload Trading Paints and see if I can get the right numbers to show out there for these guys tonight. But if you don't mind running through the qualifying results here tonight with these guys here at Chicagoland, and I'll see what I can do here.
Alrighty, on the pole with a quick time is the 25 of Mason Thompson with a 30.8. Second will be the 39 of Robert Warrens. Third, the 29 of Paul Henley. Fourth, the 44 of Devin Alward, and in the fifth spot, 18 of Donald Scala. Sixth spot in the 49, Dennis Warrens. Seventh spot in the 34, Robert Babcock. Eighth spot in the 27, Charles Teed. Ninth will be Ken Zeems in the 40 machine. 10th, the 33 of Grant Whitcraft. The 11th spot will be the 48 of Brandon Browning. 12th will be the 43 of Gary Rogers. 13th, Daryl Arnold in the 30. 14th, Robert Revel in the 38. 15th, the 4 of Preston Michael. 16th, the 3 of Drew Bordeaux. 17th, 21 of Josh Gardner. 18th, Shane Ledoux. 19th, Russell Peets. 20th, Joey Doucette. 21 will be Chris Malcolm. 22nd, Christopher Lawrence. 23rd, Jeff Fickery. 24th, Stephen Ford. 25th, Robert Woodard. 26th, Christopher Pendle. 27 will be Joaquin Meza. 28, Drew Halloran. And that will round out the field. A big field here tonight at Chicagoland.
28 cars going to be gridding here tonight, Brandon. So, wow. As we've got Lee Tidwell out there getting ready to say it. And Lee, I can't do it as good as you. I don't even know if Brandon can do it as good as you, but eventually we're going to have a pit party.
I probably can't do it as well as Lee, but I think I'll give it a shot the one time and see how it goes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try it too. I don't know how it's going to go, but we'll give it a shot. Anyways, thank you everybody out there for tuning in here tonight on Facebook. Don't forget to hit that share and like button of this video. And you also, while you're over there, make sure you hit that follow button and like button on the Freaky Fast Facebook page. If you're over on the YouTube side, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button on this video. And you can also have a little share tab there. You can share it to Facebook, social media, your favorite platform, whatever you want, you can share it away. But all right, there, look, we got little hearts. We got a little thumbs up going there. Oh, there's another heart. There's another heart. Oh, I feel so loved. Brandon, I'm the Care Bear of Lee tonight. So, hey, Lee, Care Bear. Oh, man, look at all the hearts go, man. They love me. Oh, wait, maybe they love you. I don't know. They love somebody. All right, but thank you. All right, well, let's get ready to get rock and roll, get a little freaky fast and get a little freaky crazy here tonight, because these guys are going to be taking on Chicagoland here for 100 laps as we're getting ready to go green, and green flag is out.
That looks nice and steady so far. Everybody's going to have to be really patient. The car's not super free with this fuel load, but you still got to be careful on these fresh tires.
What do you recommend these guys to run? Of course, we always say, the low line's the fastest line around, as we all know that. But can you run that high line? Like right there, we have the 39 of Roberts. He's trying the high line now. Do you think eventually that line? Oh, never mind. Hold on. We will get to it as we are under yellow, and it looks like Drew, if I'm seeing this right, might be involved into this. No, he's not. Let me go back live. It triggered something somewhere along the line, and I don't know who it is.
Looks like Shane Ledoux in the 5.
Shane Ledoux! Hey, did I do that right there, Lee? All right. Oh, yeah. Ooh, front end damage. Okay, let's go back and see if we can see. Gotta find this number. I hate when the timing does that. You put it on a car number, you hit rewind, and it takes you off the number, and then you're scratching around trying to find it again. Oh, and the 16 got involved. 16. Here's the 16.
'16 is Christopher Pendle.
Yeah. Man, oh man, yeah, he got involved into it, front end. Now we're probably gonna, the 9's involved into it, the 16, the 5. Couple cars already didn't even make it to turn 1, I don't believe there, Brandon, and unfortunately got into a little wreck as Christopher is gonna bring it down. Please, got a fast repair here. Yep, and that Ford Performance 16, new car, but now here the funny part is Brandon, he's gonna have to run this whole race now. I don't know, on the defensive end. I mean, you can't be, you have to be very careful out there. You can't play offense, you got to play defense.
Yeah, Robert. I mean, these cars, you can get, especially with this damage model, you can get a little bit of damage. You can scuff the wall, and it's not going to hurt them too bad. But being down this early, already having to use your fast repair, it's not a fun position to be in at all.
No, not when you're 3 laps into it.
Especially.
Yeah, that makes a long night. Oh, we got man, Facebook is blown up tonight. How about that, Brandon? Love it. 27 people tuning in here tonight to see some ARCA style. ARCA, how's Lee say it again? I gotta write it down. ARCA Madness, Monday Night Madness, going whatever he says.
Close enough.
I know he says ARCA Madness.
I believe it's Monday Night ARCA Madness.
That's it. Write it down. Did you write it down? You got it down? Got it down. All right. We're trying to fill in for Lee, as Lee has been so busy with work, but it's all understandable as he's probably sitting out in his car on lunch break watching the race here tonight.
Better sitting in the car watching it than calling it.
Yeah, right. Oh, look at that. We got Shane. He's out there. He's listening in his car while he works. Oh my God, we're pulling people out of their jobs to listen to us, Brandon. Tell your boss and owner I have nothing to do with it. I didn't do it.
Looking here under this caution, I think Shane opted not to take his fast repair. He's been coming in to try to get as much damage as he can fixed now.
Yeah, I mean, that's smart there. I mean, you're only 5 laps into a 100-lap race. This is still a long race to go yet.
If you can get away with no suspension damage and not being down on power, if it's just body panel damage, it's going to slow you down. It's really worth trying to get that fixed under green. You really want to save that fast repair for something major.
Now, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember Mason Thomas in that 25. It's the first night we've ever called his name.
Robert, I don't remember. I can't remember ever seeing him before on a Monday. Maybe he runs Wednesdays with the Cup Series, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the new guy in my books, Charles Teed, had that hosted that big Indy 250 that Zach Hall won. Yeah, he's back there in 6th position, and actually, let's see if his car finally did load the way it's supposed to. Who else is? I was told a couple of them, so I don't know if it fixed it or not. Let me know, chat. They'll let me know. I think it fixed it.
Looking on the broadcast, it does not seem so. It's still the 15.
Yeah, that I can't do nothing about. I reloaded it. It's I restarted Trading Paints. Trading Paints is grabbing that car. I deleted all the car files before I start every stream, so once it grabs it, it grabbed it. Even restarting it didn't fix it, so I do apologize for that.
Trading Paints can be really finicky that way.
Yeah.
Before I do the league races that I run on Saturday and Sundays, before I ever load in, I go through and thoroughly check Trading Paints to make sure I have my right scheme loaded.
That, and just all the drivers out there, I'll give you a tip and trick. You go under your My Documents, you go into the iRacing folder, you go to My Paints, and delete them all. Don't keep paints. Delete them. Delete every single one of them before you get into the server. And 99% of the time, it fixes that problem, because it's got to grab new files from Trading Paints. So if you make sure Trading Paints is set up right and you delete the files, you hop into the server, it's going to grab the right file. What's happening is conflict in file from file now, because it doesn't know what it's doing, because it's trying to pull a new file and it's just not happening. You know what I mean?
Green flag, green flag.
Well, anyways, enough of that spiel. Back to green we go here, Brandon.
Yeah, it looks like Thompson got another good start. Looking at the back here at Brandon Browning falling into line, and still too wide up there for 4th, looks like.
Yeah, I talked to Brandon earlier, and he seemed pretty excited tonight in that 48 lows. He said that he's a little bit out in the standings to make the playoffs. Top 16 make it into the playoffs. And next week is our last race for that, to make it into the top 16. So it's going to be a points battle. It's going to come down to it. We'll see what we can come up with for next week's broadcast on Monday night, because there's going to be some drivers out there, Brandon, that are going to be fighting the last race. Every position counts, even starting tonight. You got to get your max points starting now. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't know what's going to happen next week. Heck, you don't even know what's going to happen on that 95, as the past 3 weeks we've seen here at the ARCA eNascar. Is a big turning event when it comes to the points. There's a lot of people that were leading in points, leading the race, and before you know it, they were finishing last. As my Google says, he didn't understand what I was telling him. Did anybody else understand what I was telling you?
It looks like we have a caution out of 2.
It looks like our funnel cake was involved. And yes, it was. Oh no. Go back a little more and let's see what happened to our... Oh man, he's wrecking before I even go. Oh, even all the 30 got loose, and Jeffrey had nowhere to go, ran right into him, Brandon, slid down the track. Oh, and the 41 just T-boned him. Man, these wrecks are like Talladega wrecks. They're vicious.
And it looks like, looking at the start of that, I think, who was that? Joey Doucette. It looked like just a bit of netcode on his left rear. And the weird thing about the netcode contacts is it accentuates the contact so much. Just what should be slight contact, it's like somebody no-braked and intentionally hooked you. It's pretty wild and sent him around pretty quick.
Yeah, and right now, I know iRacing's working on it, but netcode just seems to be a little bit more than usual, and I think I have to blame that to the coronavirus. Not saying the virus did it, but it did. meaning that there's more people sitting at home, more people working, more people using the internet than before. So our infrastructure for the internet, I got to give props to us that it held up, you know, with everything that was going on for the past 4 months.
Yeah, just that new influx of people and everything. So many varying connections now, and honestly, for as difficult as it is to get it to work, it's amazing that it works as well as it does, even with that bit of netcode.
Yeah.
We were talking about numbers being messed up through trading paints, and I do want to point out that the 38, who's previously the last couple weeks been in the 7 skull machine, he's finally got it figured out, rolling around in that either Elliott Sadler or Ken Schrader scheme there with the M&Ms.
Ooh, I like him now. I like M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms, my favorite candy. Oh yeah, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and M&Ms. That's my candy right there. All right, Roberts. Yeah, he did too, man. You know, he got it fixed. Good.
Yeah, I like peanut M&Ms. I've got a whole bag of peanut butter M&Ms up in on my desk,
No.
up in the room now.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Now,
they're delicious.
why would you do that? Why?
Well, they're much better than Reese's Pieces.
What? No. Oh yeah, there's certain, you know, like them caramel M&Ms. No.
Ugh.
No.
No, I tried those. Those are gross.
Why? Why do they keep trying to throw this crap out there? Give me my M&Ms, give me my peanut M&Ms, and I'm fine. Why do we need all this other stupid stuff? What, soon they're gonna have cotton candy M&Ms?
I'm not too excited about the concept of cotton candy M&Ms.
Well, who thought bacon ice cream would be good?
Ugh.
You don't, well, you're West Coast, that's right.
Yeah, I rarely eat ice cream as it is, but as much as I love bacon, I wouldn't want it in my ice cream.
Well, they sell it here on the East Coast, I'll tell you that much. Well, they did. It didn't go so well.
So I'm trying to think, wasn't there some weird ice cream flavor that they had out a few years ago everybody was all jazzed about?
Bacon.
I feel like there was. I can't remember.
Not offhand. These companies
Okay.
come up with so much, you know what I mean? It's like potato chips now. It's crazy. It's crazy what they're coming up with, you know, a bag of chips with this and that, and new flavors this. Like Lay's got that Flavor Town stuff, you know what I mean? Where it's, even though I do gotta give them credit, they have this chip here on the East Coast. It's from Lay's, but it tastes like New York pizza, and it's actually really good. Like, the chip is really good. I was like, wow, that's impressive.
I've been eating a lot of Pringles lately and just trying their
Okay.
new flavors.
Yep.
They've got a Baconator flavored Pringle. Now,
Yes.
I have yet to try it, but I'm so excited to find it.
Yes. I'm a big bacon guy. All right. Well, we got Thomas out there leading the race right now. He's been out front the whole time here. 14 laps, have not given up that lead. Started on the pole so far. We got Paul up one position there in that 29. We got Devin. Did Devin win? Who won last week?
Devin. Yeah, Devin Elward.
I thought so. I thought that's who it was. Came out. So our last week's winner, running in third position right now. We got Ken Zeems running there in fourth, and then the 39, Robert running in fifth position right now with Charles Teets in sixth. Brandon Browning is going to be in seventh, up 4 position. Donald is going to be, let's see here, down 3 positions in the 18th, running in 8th position. We got Robert in the 34, down 2 positions, running in 9th. And Dennis in that 49 Kool-Aid machine. Remember the discussions we had last week about the Kool-Aid? Hello, Kool-Aid. Remember that with Wesley?
If I remember correctly, he wrecked shortly after.
Yeah. So we're not going to talk about him as we skip on to the next guy. No. Oh man. All right. Well, pace car's in. We're getting ready to go back green on lap 15. Here we go, Brandon. Let's see if these guys can get a long green flag run here and get these tires all heated up as we got a 3-wide battle in the back. Oh, that is the 20. That was a Home Depot car. I'm not sure exactly who's running the Home Depot car.
That was an ill-advised attempt at 3-wide right there. It's way too early in the race to be that aggressive. I know you want to make your positions on a restart, but you got to make it to the end of the race to win it.
Oh, and never mind. Now the 34 clips the 49, and we just talked about the Kool-Aid. Uh-oh. He's going to get mad at us.
We're just not allowed to talk about the Kool-Aid machine anymore.
Right. We're not going to say a word about the Kool-Aid machine anymore. Let's go back and see exactly what happened here as they are going through. Looks like, let's go back a little more here. And, oh, looks like the 34 or maybe the 49 just came down, or looked like they were trying to get in the same real estate area. And unfortunately, they locked on, and around they go. Front stretch through the grass and hang on Kool-Aid style. Yeah. Okay, and so we're back.
Robert, looking at that wreck, I think that contact was actually a result of something going on in front of him. I think the 48 of Browning, he may have just gotten into the apron and caused everybody to check up, and I don't think the 34 saw. Well, the 49 saw it and was trying to woe up to make sure he didn't get involved, and unfortunately, around he went.
Yeah, that can happen. That can happen really fast too. You know, you're out there rolling, and somebody in front of you checks up, and before you know it, you're checking up, and the guy behind you doesn't see it, and then he runs into you, and then you get mad at the guy that ran into you, and the guy's like, "Well, why didn't you check up?" You know what I mean? And it just causes a chain reaction of sometimes argument, but. Looking at the sky here too. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry. For anybody that hasn't run in the sim and had to drive with the limited view that you have, it's really easy to have something happen in front of the car in front of you, and it's completely blind to you. All you can see is the car in front of you, and you have no idea what's going on.
Yep.
So it's unfortunate, but it doesn't look like anybody came away with too much damage this time. So get it back rolling now.
Yep, and I say I cause it's a lot of wrecks now. I say 80% of that is the reason what you just said. The reason why a lot of wrecks happen is because you just don't see what's going on in front of you. You know, so 20% of it is driver error. You know, but 80% of it is like, oh crap, what happened? And before you know it, chain reaction. But what I was getting at too there, Brendan, is we're riding inside here with Mason in that 25. Still's leading the race yet. 18 laps, led 18 laps of tonight's race here with the eNascar Outlaw League. And the clouds look pretty gray out there. It's not a lot of sun out there, I noticed. So.
Well, with it being that much cloud cover, if it makes its way over the track, cooling down the track is going to give these cars a lot more speed. You kind of have to worry about that because you've already got to take care of your right front. You can't drive too hard into the corner, but when you've got that much grip, it makes it that much easier to just overdrive the entries and burn off that right front.
And from the looks of it here, the wind's at 4 miles per hour. See, we're cloudy actually here. 73 degrees here in Chicago with track temperature at 84 as of right now on lap 18, ready to start lap 19. So we'll have to see if that track gets a little cooler or do we get a little bit more heat in it, as the sun is peeking out on the front stretch. It gets nice and bright, and then you can see when they go down the back stretch, it gets nice and dark. So that's one thing iRacing does bring really good now, and they've been working on it for the past couple builds, is the difference the way these the track heats up. So going down the backstretch, cloud cover over it, that track is going to have more grip. Track's going to be cooler. It's going to give the cars more grip, which you get more speed. But once you go through the tri-oval, you know, out front, and you got the sun beaming down on it, the track's hotter, the car will be slicker, which is going to make it handle different entering turn 1. So bravos to iRacing for bringing you know, consistently bringing this two lanes racing here at you know, at all tracks across the platform. They're really working hard on it. I know that.
And it's a really a moving target, Robert. Just because cause I remember when they first implemented that, I just joined the service, and with the changes in the tire model, then they have to rework how dynamic track works, and it's constantly moving, and they've done a pretty good job of trying to keep up with it the best they can, as well as trying to get the tire model to work as efficiently as it's supposed to.
Agreed. All right. Well, as I talk about the weather, our Facebook numbers go down. Oh, I feel like a Lee Tidwell.
Hang on, we're not going green.
As we're not going green. Don't forget to hit that share and follow button. Let's get the chat up, guys. Let's hit us up on the chat. Share. Let's get the numbers up. And Bill Cook says, let's not forget about what's his name. Nope, I don't do that. That's a Lee thing.
Lee's a bit more quick-witted to come up with names off the top of his head.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll sit here and try to do it and go, that car.
Right. I wish I had the energy like Lee. I do. I really do. That guy is so amped up on Mountain Dew. It's crazy.
That reminds me of Talladega Nights. I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Oh, man. Well, we have a delay green here, Brandon, so not sure what's going on out there.
Listening to in the driver's chat, I think somebody was out of position.
Okay.
So they had to delay the green for a bit.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we should be ready to go. Back green, I believe this time by. Pace car light should be out. Tell you what, I've been watching Paul. Paul, the past couple weeks here, has been putting on a show out there. Got a couple wins. He's been finishing up into the top 10, race in and race out. I believe I think he's our points leader, I think.
If I remember correctly, I think he is 16 or so points in the lead right now.
Alright, well, let me go to the standings here, see if I can. Top 30 in points. Yes, Paul is in first place with Lawrence in that 9 is in second position as we are back green. Third place is gonna be Browning with 269. He's 2 points out, it looks like. And then we got Devin. Here we got Devin in 4th position. Donald in 5th position. Jeff is going to be in 6th position. Then we got Phillips, T. Phillips. I don't know if he's out on the track or not tonight.
I believe that's Trevor Phillips, correct?
Is that who it is? Yeah, it just shows me T. Phillips. I'm not sure.
He is not here tonight. No.
That's gonna knock him down at points. Then we got K. Zeems. I don't know if that's Kenny or Ken. Robert in ninth position, and then Ledoux's going to be in 10th position with 221 points. So it looks like from 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. Oh my goodness, these points are so close, Brandon. Like on top of each other close. Wow, next week's going to be interesting to see who's going to make it in the top 16 in the points. We come back here to the top 16 in points. Oh my goodness, there's actually ties.
From experience, I hate being in a bubble position for championships. It just seems you're putting that much pressure on yourself, knowing you have to get points to secure your way in, and you almost overthink it and just cause problems for yourself. So hopefully these guys, they still got 2 weeks and a majority of this race still to run. Just be smart, and every position matters. Just get as many points as you possibly can.
Yeah, I'm looking at the points. 15th position is tied with 202. And then 17th is out 10 points. 18th place is out 20 points. So, I mean, anything can happen. It's kind of hard to read the points on the system here because it just shows a letter in the front with the last name, okay? But
well, I hope it's not Kenny Zeems, because he did not make the race tonight.
I don't know. But I do believe we have at least 2-3 people that are going to be on the bubble next week. Like, they're going to be fighting for a playoff position. As, we have somebody going into the wall. Anyways, that's a little bit of a rundown on your points here. As we will go back, but it looked like somebody smacked the wall.
I'm not sure I missed that, but good news is we don't have a caution, so it must not have been too bad.
Hard to find who it was. It was a green no number car. Who's running the green no number car? And that would have been the 35.
Joey Doucette, yeah.
Yeah, he's got some damage.
Doesn't look super bad. Maybe 10 seconds of damage, if that. Easily get that fixed on pit road next time we get a caution.
All right, 29 laps into it. The front pack has not pitted yet. From all the way back to 9th position right now, Brandon did not make a pit stop yet. So they are 30 laps on their tires. And with all them yellows, they did save some fuel under yellow. So we'll have to see how far they can actually go now. As the top two here of Thomas and Ball, man, they checked out from Ken. I mean, they're gone.
I was watching during the points rundown, and Brandon Browning was making some headway there towards the front. I think he may have just burned up a little bit too much. The 27 and 44 were able to get back around him as the near contact there with the 27.
Whoa!
I think it was something you were alluding to earlier about being able to work the outside, and absolutely you can do that, as Browning did, to get around them. The more the tires wear in, the more you want to keep that speed up, and just above that first seam works really well, especially in 3 and 4.
I never liked going down. We're riding along with Browning right now, Brandon. And anyways, going down the front stretch there, through a trioval, going down below that white line, yeah, that's the fastest way around the track. But on old tires, you can see these guys struggling when they go down there. The car does get loose when they do go down there.
Personally, Robert, I cannot stand running there when I run this track. You kind of have to be defensive, because it's really easy for somebody to get underneath of you. but the car gets so free down there, and the transitions onto and then back off onto the racing surface are so violent, and they're just jarring to the car. I don't like it at all, but it's faster, so they do it.
Well, coming down, you know, going from the track down to the apron is not too bad. It's from going from the apron to the track is where it's bad. You know, you smack that track and break your, dent your splitter or, you know, whatever, you start getting that aerodynamics effect then, because the car doesn't handle the way it is. And the more and more times you do it, the worse and worse it's going to get. I never did it. I never liked it. I never liked going down there at any track that you're allowed to. But again, like you said, you have to do it because you have to.
And it's tracks like Vegas, and I believe now you can do it at Kentucky with the repave. It's pretty smooth. You can get away with it, and it's free. It's manageable. But if you try to run, you know, just on the apron, going through the tri-oval and get your left side tires off, like you talked about before, it really damages the car. You are wheeling it like crazy at that point, just about wreck.
Look at who's bouncing back here too. Christopher in that 16 after that second lap wreck getting involved. He has bounced himself back up 18 positions right now, up to 8th position. Now, he did make a pit stop. Of course, he had to use his fast repair. But he only used his fast repair. He didn't get tires. He just went in, got his fast repair, and oh, wow, he almost ran Roberts over there in that M&Ms. But he didn't use any of his tires, so he still got the same amount of tires, 2 sets. So he's still running just like the front leaders here. And what a bounce back, man! What a bounce back for this guy.
Yeah, Robert, if I remember right, I think it was Talladega, maybe Charlotte. He was the biggest mover and had moved himself up to the lead. He's doing it the same again. He's got a little ways to go to get back to the lead if he wants to chase those guys down, but he's got the pace to do it right now, that's for sure.
Oh, big time. He's now looking up underneath Roberts. Robert looks like going down where we were just talking about, going down on the apron, but it looks like he is going to clear him as he sets himself on teed now here on that 15/27 car. Man, he's fast. What's that going down right now? A 32.9 to everybody else's 33s. Wow. What is he doing different than anybody else out there?
He might just be trying to look here and see. He might be backing up the corners a little bit because I've seen a few guys that have gone in and they just kind of wash up for a slight second before they can get back to the gas. But he's been pretty smooth, and I think that's where he's making his time, Robert.
Oh, we'll have to see if see what he does here the rest of the race, man. But he is a hard charger right now. If this league had a hard charger award, I think this gentleman would get it right now. He's trying to say, hey, look at these Fords. They do got power.
As fast as he's looking to the guys around him, the last time by, the previous lap, he was 5.5 seconds back from Paul in the lead, and that last time by he was 5.7. So I think battling with Robert Rebel there has cost him a little bit. Now that he's cleared him, I think he should be able to get back to that speed and catch those two guys in front of him.
Now look at the difference on the line. Now, of course, he had Roberts underneath him, but he was way up there in 3 and 4. Now, I've always liked running up there in 3 and 4 in the Cup cars. I felt comfortable up there, like Larson line, you know what I mean? Way up there, and I would be able to just carry the momentum all the way down, you know, in the turn 1 through the tri-oval. I always liked it. I never really liked diamonding the corner like you see right there. You go in high, duck that thing all the way down to the white line, then you just let it coast right back out to the wall. I was never a fan of that. I know that's the way to drive it, and that's probably why I never won. but I've always messed up when my tires would let loose and not, be there under me no more, from burning them up, or just a long green flag run like we're having right now here on lap 42 of 100. I would just start pushing then to the point where I'm too much off the gas then to get my nose to turn, if you know what I mean, Brandon.
Oh, and as we're talking here, I'm hearing pit stops are underway. 48 and 18 are going in. The high side works really well. I think it's just due to the fixed setups. A lot of places you have single file. Some places like this you can run two. That extreme high line, not super beneficial. And one thing you have to worry about is being that close to the wall. You don't have a lot of time to check up. If you realize you're coming out too tight, and you'll scrub the wall really, really easily.
Agreed. Oh, we got somebody out there on YouTube rooting on Daryl. As pit stops have opened up, Brandon. We got the 35 coming in. We got Preston, one of the outside, in top 16 in points. He needs a good running here tonight. Robert is coming in. See who else we got. We got Drew. Looks like Drew. Oh, Drew totally missed. I don't know what he overshot his pit stop. He never even made it. Now, oh, and he overshot it again. Oh, and they're going to service it with his front sticking out over that white line. That's a penalty. You're not allowed to do that.
That's a 20-second hold.
Right. NASCAR would grab you and say, nope, you ain't going nowhere. But, excuse me, but pit stops have opened up, or leaders came in. Everybody's coming in on lap 45 of 100. And like I said, Josh Gardner, Dennis, they're all going to stay out because they pitted earlier. See here, Josh Gardner on lap 12. Dennis on lap 16. Jeffrey on lap 17. Shane Ledoux in that Tide machine. 6th position. See here, 6th. Yeah, pitted on lap 16.
And our leader for the time being, the 16, finally coming back in. I think he stayed out another 2 laps. He might have had a little bit extra fuel from that early caution.
Well, oh, go ahead. I'm just looking at stats right now.
Looking at the times, I think Mason Thompson's going to inherit the lead. He's about a second ahead of Paul Henley at the moment after his pit stop when it all cycles around.
Yeah, 25, he's back in 8th position. He should take over the lead once these guys... Well, we'll watch it. Look at this. We're going to watch how fast. He just put down the fastest lap of the race with a 31.04. And he's now up to 7th position. And fresh tires compared to these front top 6. Yeah, look out. He's gonna... Man, this guy is... He's looking very stout out here tonight, I must say. I mean, he checked out over Paul. What? Let's look at pit stops real quick before we go and say anything here. All right, they did take, of course, 2 Kansas Sunoco fuel and 4 Good Wrench tires. Wait, they don't run Good Wrench in these. Hoosiers, right?
These, I believe, are still Goodyear.
Are they Goodyear?
I believe so, yeah.
I thought, who runs the Hoosier tires? Is that the super late models?
Yeah, I think those are the Hoosiers on the Supers.
Okay, I'm getting 2 cars confused, but okay. All right, well, hey, now Paul puts down the fastest lap with a 31.03. But anyways, they both took a set of tires. We'll have to see how this all plays out, as they checked out. They checked out on the field. Now, I'd have to ask Chris. Chris, are we having a mandatory caution after a long green flag pit stop? Let me know in chat, please, sir. we are. I'm not sure if we are or not.
I believe, Robert, I heard that. I think they took a vote before qualifying to see how everybody felt about it. And if I heard correctly, they are not going to have their competition caution.
Oh, they're not. Okay. Well, boo. I liked it.
The early cautions kind of changed it up a bit because they were going to have about a 27 lap run at the end if it went green completely, just based on how long you could run on fuel. I think that cuts it down to about 10 laps right now, with how long they ran extra due to the cautions.
I liked the idea of it. I liked it. It was pretty cool. Especially if it all worked out and towards the end of the race, yellow comes out, you bunch the field back up, and everybody's got a shot for a win. Now, the downside of that, go back and watch the past 3 weeks of the broadcast, and you'd understand why a lot of drivers were saying I'm sick and tired of that, because it was a crunch demo derby.
Wasn't it? I want to say Talladega,
Probably.
where it just so happened to work out that they would have had a mandatory green-white checkered because of the competition caution.
No, that was Charlotte.
Was it Charlotte?
Yep.
Okay, I remember one of those races, but that's one of the downsides of it. But I guess the league opted to just run it out, and whatever happens, happens.
Again, I get it, but I also get it. You know, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of those things where you love to see it as a spectator, but you hate to do it as a driver.
As a driver, right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Kool-Aid machine is now entering pit road. He's going to make his pit stop on lap 54. And laps are starting to... Oh, we got to give a shout out. Laps are starting to count down. There's our funnel cake. Lee, look, there's a car for us, a 17 Jeffrey, painted especially for us. Funnel cakes. He's throwing powder all over that 5 machine of shame.
And Robert, looking at the lap times between Vickery and Mason Thompson, Thompson is 2 seconds quicker now than Vickery. And as Vickery said, as I say that, Vickery's going to come in the pit this time by.
Yeah, 2 seconds. That's huge. New tires against old tires. 2 seconds a lap. Wow.
And unfortunately, it takes a while for these tires, especially with just the current setup that they have, to really fall off. It's only about a second over 10 laps, and it might be even less now due to how cool the track is with the cloud cover and the lower weight due to the 60% fuel.
True. All right. Well, let's see what's going on out here. Well, I do want to ask the chat. We haven't did it in a while, so we're gonna do it. Who do we ride along with here tonight? We'll wait till lap 70 to do a little butt kicker, cranker up style here at Freaking Fast. Haven't did it in the last couple weeks. So, who do you want? Brandon? Who do you think we should ride with?
It's a good question. Maybe...
Yeah, of course it's a good question. I'm asking it.
Well,
oh man, really?
I'm looking back through the field trying to figure out, where the battles are for a cranker up, and everybody's so spread out now. It's hard to say. I'd love to see Paul and see what he's doing to try to catch Thompson, but I'd also love to see Browning to see how he's trying to make up his ground too. It's really difficult decision.
Yeah, we got really everybody spread out now all around the track here at Chicago as the sunlight comes out. That's going to change it maybe a little bit if it stays out long enough. That's the thing. It peeking here and there is not going to really do too much to the track. But these guys running with, green flag laps, that helps heat the tire, heats up the track too, Brandon. The more laps they get on, you got all that heat coming off the exhaust underneath the car. You know what I mean? So That helps heat it up.
Yeah, and that's part of the tricky thing about driving really extended green flag laps where you don't have a chance for the track to cool down under caution. You can't see it, but you just want to get your right sides slightly off the center groove to get as cool a track as possible to find as much speed with the minimum amount of tire wear. And it's a really hard thing to balance, Robert.
Well, I was going to say, it's the same thing what you just said. You might not see it, but you can feel it when you're out there. You know.
Oh, you'll absolutely feel it if you overdrive the corner just a little bit one time or enter slightly too low. Your front tires just won't grip, and up the track you'll go, and it'll catch you off guard. It happens in a hurry.
Yeah. The track looks pretty clean too. I don't see a lot of rubber being laid down here tonight with these guys. As we watch the 21 go roaring by. Hey, I like that. Josh Garner's, look at that tire. Look at the difference in tires as he went by Rogers. He's like, see you later. But I like
I wish they had. Oh, sorry.
No, I have to say it real quick. Let me get a screenshot. Look at that. I love that. Remember that, who used to run that car?
Was that Mayfield?
No.
No?
No, he used to always do the Kyle Larson run up against the wall. Oh my God, am I having a brain fart?
I can't think of it either.
Casey Kane.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In the Dodge, back when Dodge was, and I mean, look how beautiful that front end. Look at it. Just, man, that. Okay, I'll start that car all night. That thing's beautiful. But anyways, back to what you were saying, and I don't even know what you were saying.
Oh crap.
I got him off. I got him off. It's okay.
I think it was Garner going by the 43 with his fresh tires.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I was going to say that unfortunately these guys only have enough tire sets tonight for their mandatory pit stops. So you're not going to see too much tire strategy. Everybody kind of has to play it the same. It's just the time that you take that pit stop. But if you can be somehow on fresh tires, it is such an advantage.
It makes you feel like Superman, if you ask me. I know, I remember when I used to race, I'd get fresh tires and go, man, I love how this car is going. 20 laps into it, you're like, man, I hate how this car feels.
It's like, yeah, you're like, man, this is the best car I've ever had. And 20 laps later, what the heck did you do to the setup?
Yeah, huh? And that was at every track. I thought that was just my lame excuse all the time. I was like, come on, man. It felt so good.
Almost makes you feel like you crunch the nose up, pancake the side into the wall or something. But
yeah.
Burning up the tires, they feel so bad compared to fresh ones, especially tracks like this where you really have to manage that right front.
Yeah.
You really miss the turn that you get on the fresh rubber.
Yeah. Well, do you recommend, I don't know if you tested it, 2 tires? Do you recommend a 2 tire stop for these guys that are running back here, 5th, 6th, 7th, to try to maybe do something here towards the end? Because they're going to have to make another pit stop, and that's going to be when they're going to take their last set of tires. Do you take 2 tires? And because the track doesn't look like we're going to have a yellow. Knock on wood. Let's hope not. But everybody's pretty well spread out through the field now, and it looks very green and clean. You know what I mean? So, if I was out there racing, that's what I'd be talking to my crew chief. Do I gamble and take 2? Keep 2 tires in pit road just in case. 10 laps to go, 5 laps to go. Do I take 2? Will I be faster? Can I go through the field with 5 to go? Where's that cutoff line? What would you do?
Well, I'm grimacing thinking about it, being in that position. As we've said before with the tire limits now, because taking 2 uses up the full set. I think
Does not.
it does not anymore.
No, it does not. It's posted in iRacing's forum. You still have your set. It doesn't take both sets. So you can keep your right side. Yes, it has been posted. I asked it. I found out on Sim Racing Unleashed. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you there. I just wanted to make sure you understood. I asked because they did it in Sim Racing Unleashed, and I went, no, that's not how it works. That's not what I was told. And they're like, oh no, it works now. They changed it, and Steven Stemp sent me an image with iRacing's official saying this is the way it rolls now. So you can take 2 tires and keep your other 2.
See that I'm happy to know that now, because I thought 2 tires was completely out the window with tire sets.
Nope.
I'm happy that they changed it to where it works like that now.
Yep. It was in the last update.
That being said, as it looks like we have a car in the wall in front of Paul. Looks like the 12. He kept it going, but taking 2 tires. If you're in the back and it's green, and you want to, if you're one of those guys on the bubble, you're not going to be faster than the guys that took 4. But if it's only, say, maybe less than 10, how much can you gain on the track with that shorter pit stop, and are you going to be able to hold them off? Those are the questions that I'm asking myself if I'm considering that situation. If I feel like I can gain enough time with the shorter pit stop and still be able to run a pace that can hold them off until the finish, I absolutely take 2.
And where would your cutoff line be, though, on laps? 5 laps to go, you're not going to blow through the field. So would you do that with 10 laps to go? Because we're coming up for pit stops here very, very shortly. 73 laps into 100, so we're about 25 laps away from this race being over. How long do you stay out there to make, do that strategy call if you're considering doing it, Brandon?
If I'm considering it, not anything more than 15 laps would I consider it. Anything more than 15 laps, I'm taking 4. I preferably want it to be less than 10 to go if I'm going to try 2 tires, because I want as little time. I want to give them as little time as possible to then catch me with their 4 fresh tires. So optimally, I think 10 is the sweet spot where you take 2 and not lose too much ground, if any.
Well, stay tuned, everybody, because like I said, we do got pit stops coming up here, and we're going to find out if guys take 2, take 4. I mean, like I said, this race is looking green and clean, so I don't see, as we're down to 26 to go now. Excuse me. Man, I got the hiccups tonight, so I do apologize to everybody. I don't know why.
Robert, people now are calling out that they're going in. The 30,
Wow.
Daryl Arnold just called that he was pitting this time.
Let's see what he does. Let's follow him. If he's coming, yeah, bringing in that 30. We'll follow him down pit road. Let's see what he decides to do here. Daryl's bringing it in, as he's got a fan out there on YouTube. So let's see what his strategy is here. He's got to get in. Nice pit stop. There you go. Got that thing nice and slowed down. It's got the right side tires going on here, Brandon. Let's see if he takes left. And oh, yep. And he's taking left. So he's taking 4 tires. So he decided this is, not the time to gamble.
I think he can make up a decent amount. It depends on when the leaders want to pit, as right now he's a lap down. I don't know if you'll be able to run him back and get the lap back under green. He might have to wait until they pit. I don't think anybody can make it from here. I don't think you can save enough fuel to run it to the end. So we should see everybody on pit road.
Oh, and there it is. Preston in the 4. Took right side tires only, Brandon. Our first guy taking right side tires only. And enough of fuel.
Well, Gonna be watching him really closely to see if my perspective on it was even remotely close. So interesting to see where he ends up finishing.
Charles Teed's coming in. See what he does. Right side's up. He was running left side, so he's taking 4. Yeah, pit stops are now fluctuating now. 23 laps, 20 laps to go. Everybody's coming in. We should see the top leaders. They should be making their way down pit road here very, very, very shortly.
Yeah, Robert, I was about to say I would expect for Paul to try to short pit Mason, but then Mason came over the radio, said he was pitting, and now here Paul's going to follow him in. It's a good move for him.
Tell you what, man, Mason right now is he's been on a rail tonight. I mean, he's led basically the whole lap. He's dominated the whole race. As we'll watch, these guys are coming down into pit road. Here they come. There's Paul. Devin should be coming in here. Yep, here comes the 44. The 16. He can stay out. And we know these leaders up front here. They're gonna be taking 4 tires. I mean,
we have Brandon Browning in 8th place coming in now as well.
Well, do you want to make the call or not? No? You want to do a lead? He said 70% of the field has to make a pit stop. Well, I guess that's not 70%. But we can.
I'll do it anyway. Here at coming to 80 laps to go. We have our first.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Green flag pit party.
Hey, that was good. I enjoyed it.
I tried.
That was good. Good. Let me try it, and then we can get a vote out there, yay or nay. Who did better? Maybe we'll have a competition battle on who can do the pit party. All right, we're ready to have a pit party. See, yeah, I think that was pretty good. Yeah, all right. Okay, all right. Start voting, everybody. All right.
You need everybody to clip those so we can send them to leave for approval.
Let me hit the clip button. There we go. I clipped me. What about you? See, my clip just came up. How about you?
No, I didn't get mine.
Oh, well.
I'll have to go back and get it later.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I did it right.
Leader Christopher Pendle in pit road now. Josh Garner taking over the lead. And I think Jeff Vickery should be coming in. No, he stayed out.
Josh Garner, he stayed out. Let's see here. He pitted on lap 48. It's the last time he's been down pit road. Yes, Victor. Jeff. Oh, no. We have a caution, ladies and gentlemen. Now, does that turn the monkey wrench upside down? I don't even know what this... I don't even know where it was involved.
I'm not sure.
Let's see if we can find somebody, anybody. Back here to Dennis. So present. See, do we see any cars with damage? No one's even going slow.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was.
28's already. He was already in pit road. Okay, I don't know. I have.
Oh.
Did you find it?
So, yeah, the 34. He slid through 3 and 4 in his solo slide. He kept it going, but they threw a caution for it.
The game threw a caution for it?
Yes, sir.
Oh no. Well. Now what, Brandon?
Paul, I think Mason and Paul didn't want to see this. The guys that are lap down definitely didn't want to see it because they're not going to be able to get their laps back now. I thought Charles Teed was in the free pass position, but I suppose it was Donald Scala. Donald Scala and Josh Garner right now, I think, are the biggest winners because Garner's going to restart 8th, and if he's going to be able to come in and pit and get 4 fresh tires, and he's going to have maybe 10 lap fresher tires, which should be about a second a lap. So he's got a really good chance to get back to the lead, and I'm really excited about this. 15 laps to go when they finally get back to green. Robert,
ain't that weird? We were just talking about this. Literally just talking about this, and you said 15 laps ago. I said about the tires, 2 tires, 4 tires, and this all fell in play. Yeah, let's see the reactions out there, everybody, because I feel like we read the future here, man. It's kind of scary.
it looks like it's setting up for another Monday night crazy ARCA finish.
Right. Welcome to eNascar Outlaw Crazy Finishing League, because I'm telling you, these guys are going to put on one whale of a show. And I mean that in a nice way, not in a bad way. It's going to get crazy. Yeah, things are going to be heating up. Drivers are going to be trying to get every position they can. We're bunching it all back up. We were in the middle of this race with everybody separated through the whole field. You know what I mean? The cars all over the track. Now, we're going to have, 13 laps to go? My famous
Robert,
words, things that make you go what? Oh,
things that make you go what?
What? Yeah. Huh? No. Things that make you go, Come on. You listen to enough of broadcasts. Wait, I don't talk that much anymore, do I? Everybody's probably lost wondering, who is this crazy guy talking?
They got a new guy? What happened?
Yeah, where's everybody else at? I haven't heard that voice in probably 6 months.
Looking at the scoring and their position on the track, I would like to amend my previous statement. It looks like a lot of guys are going to get their lap back here, but they're not going to be able to pit if they have, 2 tires left. Some of those guys that took 2, they're not going to be able to come in and get those 2 with the wave around. So we got 17 on the lead lap now. So a whole range of possibilities just opened up.
I mean, even if they come down pit road, if pit road opens up, they already used their set of tires. They can go down and get fuel, but what's that matter? Just makes the car, more weight on the car, which is going to slow it down. You don't want to do. Less fuel makes the car faster, but also loosens it up more. So some drivers like a tight car, some drivers like a loose car. You know what I mean? So that plays a factor too.
As all this is going on, we've got the 38 of Robert Revel. He's going into pit. Wonder what he's doing.
He is a lap down.
I suppose he forewent the wave around, hoping, I guess, to be the lucky dog, and got 4 tires.
So he had a set of tires left, but he is a lap down. He's on the tail end, or no, well, he was on the tail end, not no more.
Oh no, Robert. He went out of pit road and immediately went up on the track. That is going to be a penalty.
Oh, he didn't stay underneath the blue. Oh, he just threw his race away. Ouch.
A mental mistake there. That's going to hurt.
So he didn't stay below the blue line in the cone.
Yeah, he pulled it right up, entering 1.
Which is going to probably throw the lineup off a little bit. So now we're on a delay yellow, so they can get everybody in line where they need to be. Because he was so far back then, getting that Would it probably give him a black flag, I would imagine? Unsafe exit?
Yes, I think
Yeah.
that's a 20-second hold penalty. I think you have to serve that under green.
Under green? Okay. Well, if I was him, I would just go flying down pit road real fast as you can then and you can't get tires, but fill back up on fuel just for the craps of it. And go speeding down pit road and exit pit road speeding. Doesn't matter. You're already flagged. That's when I tell the game, basically, you know where to go. Because I did a mental mistake, I'd still be mad at the game. Stupid iRacing.
I've had that happen to me during a race. Not that I pulled all the way up onto the track, but I remember one race at Talladega, exiting and trying to get as much as I can, and my right side just caught the surface. Had to come back in under green and serve a penalty.
Ouch.
Ruined the whole race.
Ouch.
Well, Robert, what he should be doing here when they go green, I'd imagine he's going to hang at the back since he's already there and lag back just a little bit, wait until he sees the green flag wave, and immediately hit pit road.
Yep. That's what I would do. Pace car lights are out. It's going to be 11 laps to go here with eNascar Outlaw League as we see who's going to bring home the victory here tonight. As green flag is out, let's keep an eye on that 21 of Josh Gardner. He pitted on lap 85 there, Brandon. Fresh tires. Got his fuel. He's ready to go to the end. Can he go flying through the field?
I don't know if he'll be able to go flying through the field, Robert, but he is definitely going to have a bit more speed than these guys if he can just work around them smartly. It looks like somebody's playing a bit defensive in front of him here. But also, 17 of Vickery, he's got a bit fresher tires too. So these guys should be climbing pretty quick if they've got a good line going. As it looks like they're 3 wide behind them. Jesus.
Oh, yeah, 3 wide all the way down to the apron. Oh, Ken almost got into Brandon, but he checked up. He got out of it. He was like, yeah, no, not yet. That was way too close with 10 laps to go yet here tonight.
I think within 5 laps, you definitely, he wouldn't have backed out of that. I know I wouldn't.
They would have both went around. That's what would have happened. But I agree with you. Now, like you said, we're going to watch that 17 funnel cake machine, see what he can do. And, oh, no. Robert was involved. Let's go back and see here on the replay. See exactly what happened to Robert.
Looks like Shayla doing the 5 on the wall again.
Oh, and Robert had nowhere to go. Let me speed this up here for everybody. So it went back too far. And and then the 9 checked up. Gary ran in the back of the 9. For some reason, it's showing the 34 getting into the wall somewhere along the line. I don't know where. Oh, right there, exiting 4, and he got stuck. And he couldn't get off. Like super glue. Oh, and the wheels break, and... Well, that was unrealistic. How did the front wheel break? By spinning around.
One thing I've noticed with these ARCA cards is that for some reason, it seems like the rear end's staggered out just a little bit to the right, and you'll feel like you're farther off the wall than where you need to be to actually touch it. But that right end, the right rear will clip it and just pull you into the fence, and then it's so hard to get off without just jerking the wheel to the left.
Yeah, it's like a magnet. Once you're on it, you can't get off of it. As we got Wesley joining us up here in the booth.
Sorry, my mistake.
All right. Wrong room, buddy.
Wrong channel. I'll join you in a minute if I can finish up in time. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'll mute him. Oh, that's funny. All right. How about that, Brandon?
Unexpected guests livening up the party.
Wesley Outland joining us in the booth for a second and says, "Oh, I'm at the wrong track. Crap." Oh
It's
my
that
God.
wrong turn at Albuquerque, I guess.
Oh, that is good. That is good. All right. Well, back to the race, man. I'm sorry, we just got guests just showing up anytime. The problem is he didn't bring no food. Like, Wesley, where's the food, man?
I ordered catering an hour ago.
Right? The race is almost over. We're hungry. Oh, that is so awesome. He's like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here. Oh, wait, no, I'm not.
Thinking about it now, Robert, I don't know if for their playoff format, if this league has a win and you're in system.
No.
Okay, if they do, okay. Thinking about it, because I was like, man, if Mason wins this race, then that puts him in. But
yeah, no, they don't
yeah.
run it that way. You gotta be in the top 16.
Okay, good deal. It looks like, I mean, we've got Paul Henley in second, Devin Alward in third. I believe that's first and fourth, or first and third in points right now.
Yes.
So Alward's going to be trying to, I mean, he can make maybe 1 point. So he's going to be trying his hardest just for that 1 point.
The 42 too, he's up 22 position. He is near the bubble line. So he's up in 6th position, and this could be huge for him in the points.
Yeah, it could be huge or devastating.
Yeah.
As we've seen at the end of these races, how crazy they get. If I'm him, I'm not worried about winning at all. Just finish top 5. That's it. That's all you want. Maximize the points. Don't get jumped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Browning, he's all the way back down 5 positions, back in 16th position, second in points. This could be a huge right there, too. Oh, my goodness gracious.
He's going to lose if he stays where he is. I don't see him making up much more. Maybe he can get in the top 10. He's going to lose some points, but I think he's safely within that top 16.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't hurt him too much. I don't know if they do any bonus points based on where you start the regular season going into the playoffs.
That I don't know.
That might, excuse me. If they do, then that's got implications and all that. But it sucks that you feel fast and you run good, but you don't have that great of a finish. But points, it's not going to hurt too bad.
Right. Still, it's actually, he's dropped to 17th. So he's around 16th, 17th position. But not a running that he wanted there in that 48 tonight. He was pretty stoked when I talked to him, like I said, before the beginning of tonight's race. He felt pretty good, and he's like, man, I hope I talked to you in victory lane here tonight. Sounded like he had a good car out there for tonight's race, and some circumstances sometimes don't play your way when it comes to racing. You have to have I always said, you got the gods with you every once in a while. Things just gotta roll right, like that 29 of Paul. Things are just rolling right for him right now. The past 4 weeks, the past month, he's been fast. He's been fast in ARCA cars. He's fast in the trucks. Now, we have not called a cup race yet here with these guys, but we will be this Wednesday, 7:50, our first cup race at Chicagoland. We will have Zach Hall up in the booth, and we'll also have, hold on a second, I had the cough. We're going to have Brian Johnson going to be up in the booth, but it's basically not a farewell, a goodbye party to Brian, but Brian is stepping down from broadcasting in the booth to go run 305 late model cars, super late model cars, that he has a chance to actually literally go run. So we're going to be looking for somebody on Wednesday night to come up and help Zach and me with these guys with their Cup Series. So
Green flag, green
Hint,
flag.
hint, wink, wink.
You're more than welcome to come. And we are back green. You just gotta let me know. But all right, 3 laps to go here. If we do get a yellow, they do got, you know, 1 green, white checkered. That's hopefully we don't go into overtime, as we're seeing what that 29 can finally. He's sticking with Mason right now. He is he's gonna give him the bump. No, we got a checkup and a yellow. Oh, there's a huge wreck in the back. Brandon, huge wreck.
Here we go again.
Oh, Jesus, booms. Donald Sandusky was involved. Let's go back on the replay. Let's see exactly what happened. We'll have to, let's keep an eye on the 18. Let's see. Oh, it starts up in the front there. In front of him, everybody's checking up. And I think what we're going to see here is, I think it's the 49. 3 wide, coming down the backstretch. And where did it start at? The 38 into the 18. Comes up, hits the 49. The 33 got Gary Rogers, and that just nowhere for anybody to go. It was just a pile up after that.
That is something you hate to see at the end of a race, because you know everybody is not gonna, everybody's running close. It's, you see the checkered flag, you can almost smell it. Nobody wants to have to lift in that position, so nobody's going to, and something comes across track like that with that many cars piled together. Unfortunately, you get a junkyard sometimes.
2 cars lost the nose, sitting down in the grass. You've seen the pieces of the nose go scrolling down. Oh, look at that. Browning is in pit road. He was involved into that. Now, like you said, here we go again. Now, that was huge. We'll see where everybody stacks out here now after, if they got coming down. Do they still got their fast repair? You know they don't got tires no more. That's out the window, but they might have a fast repair at least to fix their car. But we also see Paul. He went flying in the 3, and he gave that 25 a love shot, or like Lee likes to say, a kissy kiss. But he really gave him the kissy kiss, because he put him sideways. And Mason, that was a good save. I mean, he was sideways, and it caught the apron, and he still saved it. I'm sure he probably wasn't happy about that, Brandon. I know I wouldn't be. I'd be like, dude.
As a driver, no, I wouldn't be happy at all. I'd be really glad that I'm still in the lead and I didn't get completely totaled. But yeah, it looks like he maybe just tried to bump him, a little bump and run in the corner, and as we said before, aggressive with these cars, it just jacks them up and hooked him around. But really good job of everybody checking up and giving him space to save the car. That was a really good job by everybody behind him.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I understand what Paul was doing. He was trying to give him that love bump and run, like you said, but the bump and run was a little bit too hard. And again, with these cars, it's not, and I said it last week, or I think when we were at Talladega, you cannot bump these cars. You cannot. These cars are not made to do that. These cars are not even made to be on a super speedway series like Daytona or Talladega. They're not made to do that. So, you know what I mean? It's, the way the nose points down, you get up behind somebody, you can literally lift them up off the ground where both of the rear tires are not touching the track at all. And you're basically just pushing them, and they're steering, but they're not, because you got no back end on the track. You know what I mean? So it's very dangerous. These things are awesome. Love ARCA cars. Biggest thing in iRacing right now on the NASCAR side of things is the Gen 6 and ARCA cars. Everybody loves ARCA cars because they are a blast to race. But you really got to watch how you race them. You got to give a lot of room for people. Now, if I was Paul, maybe try to get him aerodynamically loose. You know what I mean? You can get up behind him and get him loose going into the corner. Maybe you can suck some air out. You know, get on the outside. Maybe you can suck him around a little bit to try to pull the back end around. You know what I mean?
It's like you said, getting into somebody with these cars, how it lifts the back end around. Very rarely can you get into the back of somebody and have it turn out okay. It normally is a catastrophe, and this is one of the lucky times, or luckier times, that it's happened and turned out all right. But it's just one of those end of the race things. You know, everybody's trying to go for that win, and then, you know, maybe Paul, I guess, seeing him on Facebook there saying it was accidental. It's just trying to make sure you keep close to him on the corner. Maybe get a good run out and stick the nose underneath him for the next corner.
Right.
It's just one of those things that happens. It's
right. And I understand what Paul, I get what you're saying. I understand you want to stay with him and get with him, but again, it goes back. You cannot bump. You cannot. These cars are not made to do that. The light end's already light enough as it is, and the way that front nose sits, and you can literally get up behind somebody and just. I mean, I'm not saying that people don't do it because we see it. There's a very, very, very fine line and a special way of doing it. And it's hard. It really is. It's hard. Because what if that guy checks up 2 miles per hour slower than what you're used to in that turn? For him to turn, you're going to run right into the back of him. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But our last week's winner is sitting in 4th position there, Brandon. And look Josh Gardner yet. In that 21, he's up to 3rd position, up 14 positions of the race. He pitted on lap 85. He's got better tires. I don't know if he has the speed to do anything with these 2 front runners here, but he might have a good shot at bringing this thing home in the top 3. Well, we'll find out with 3 laps to go.
Well, it doesn't look like Garner got the restart that he really needed to have here. It looks like Paul and Mason. Oh, as we got Devin.
And this might be it. This might be it. We got people going in the inside through the grass there, Brandon. And the yellow doesn't matter. Race is over. Mason is going to hold off Paul by not a really good restart like you said, but... And Josh Gardner is going to wind up in 4th position. Good run, though, for him tonight, up 13th position. But our biggest mover is going to be in that 16 from, it looks like, up 19 positions. Christopher.
Yeah, Christopher, the last couple weeks, he's shown that he's able to get from the back to the front pretty well.
Yeah. All right, well, congratulations. Oh, we're still saying 3 to go. Do they have 3 attempts? No, I thought they had 1. Am I wrong? I should know this. We're going to be broadcasting them 3 nights a week, and I should know this.
I could have sworn they only had the 1.
I thought so, too. But I am hiring. I am hiring everybody. Freaky Fast is hiring. Hit me up on Facebook. I need a PR guy. I need somebody that can get stats for me. It's got a lot going on. I can't keep up with it all. I think. Oh, we'll see here. It reset. I don't recall having 3 attempts. Or even 2 attempts. Did they change that again?
Not that I saw, Robert. They posted the updates for what to expect for the race for the drivers in their Discord. I didn't see anything about an extra green-white checkered.
Well, I know Christopher's out there watching on Facebook. Hey, buddy, hit us up real quick. How many attempts is there? I thought there was only 1, sir.
Well, in any case, I think we'll know for sure when the pace car comes by this time if they get the checker or not.
Well, no, my data's showing 3. It's still saying 3 laps to go.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Unless that's reading wrong too. 3 attempts. Thank you, Steven. Steven Ford lets us know we have 3 attempts.
Oh man, crazy ARCA Mondays just got a lot crazier.
Well, holy crap.
I'd really like to say that Mason, he's, it's his race to lose, but Devin made some strong moves on that last restart. Paul has been super fast. If he can just keep up with him on the restart, man,
he did good on that last restart. He stayed with him going through 1 and 2, but he lost it. He couldn't hold his speed running that high line, without drifting out, because that outside wall coming out of 2 comes to you really, really fast, especially if you're on the high line.
Yeah, and it's just getting these cars up to speed. When they're still going through the gears, running pretty much the same speed off the restart, that bottom line is going to be faster anyway. So nothing really that can be helped unless you just want to intentionally fall back and fall in line, which it might be a viable strategy for Paul to do, but we'll have to see how this next restart shakes out.
You're telling Paul to back off, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, if somebody suggested that to me too, I'd be like, "Are you out of your mind?"
Yeah, I'm running second. You want me to back off and fall in line? Screw you. Who are you? You're fired. Oh, well, this is going to be the second attempt now. Now, fuel. Yeah, they're okay. Just went through my data real quick. I wanted to make sure. How many laps did you say they can make? 34 to 36 laps, right?
Yes.
Well, everybody pitted on lap 79, lap 80. So if we run out our green white, they might not have enough of fuel. Well, running under yellows is saving fuel, so I wouldn't see why that would be a problem, because they are on lap 106 right now, 107 of a 100-lap race.
I think under yellow they should be able to stretch
enough.
it out, even if we have 3. I'm looking at Paul now. He's not clutching it. I don't think Mason is. I don't really see anybody kind of yo-yoing a bit, like they're speeding up and then clutching. So I think everybody feels like they can make it, Robert.
Yeah, with under all these yellow flags, I wish they should be okay. Wouldn't that be something? We get a final attempt at a green-white checker and then come down the backstretch and run out of fuel?
I could not tell you how sad I would be.
Ask me about that. Don't ask me about that. I know about that. I lost a race at Indy coming out of 4 and putted across the start-finish line.
The only race that I've ever won at Indy, I managed to run the whole race in official without pitting and ran out of fuel. I think just passing the pit wall entry. Wow. And coasted across. It was one of my finer moments.
Yeah. Yeah, it sure is, man. You get that first victory, it feels really, really good. Or a win just in general. I don't know that feeling. I only know that feeling like 4 times on iRacing service itself, and as in the league race, I've never won a race. 14 years, never won a race. So sounds like somebody's dragging a fender around or something out there. Do you hear that?
I don't hear that, but I'm seeing people were asking Brandon Browning if he could see, because his hood's up for me.
Yeah, that's okay.
Apparently it's good for him.
Well, as long as he can see where he's going. But yeah, we are back green here. 2 laps to go. All they got to do is make it around here to get the white flag, and then it does not matter what happens, as we're going to have Paul. He's going to see if he can get a run on him, see if he can size him up to get around him. Oh, he's getting a great run. Look at him come. Oh, here comes Devin, too. Don't count him out. teammates. Charles T, Josh Gardner. Josh Gardner's going to go around. Oh, Charles T's dropping. Oh, he's up into the wall. Does he keep it? Oh, he's trying to stay out of it. He hit the... Oh, wow. He's got hard damage. Not sure what happened to him in that 27/15, but final lap here tonight. eNascar Outlaw League here at Chicagoland. And here comes Paul. He's going to dive that thing in, Brandon. Really, really, really hard. Can he make it stick?
Not quite enough, though.
Oh, he almost had him. He gave it all he could as Mason dominated tonight's race. Good job in that 25.
And Christopher Pendle up to 4th.
Wow, up 22 positions. Josh Gardner, better tires, but he's going to bring it home in the top 5, up 12 positions. Devin, our last week's winner, is going to finish 3rd. That's going to help him in the points. Paul, that's just going to help him in a bigger lead over Brandon Browning, which is going to come home 16th position here tonight. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
And unfortunately, Joaquin Meza in 17th could not hold on to that top 5.
That hurts. That hurts. All right. Well, we will be right back as we get everybody ready for our post-race interview. So stay tuned and don't go nowhere as we talk to the top 3 here tonight with eNascar Outlaw League.
Well, we got interviews now. Bring up the 3rd place finisher, Devin Alward. Technical difficulties. 1 second here while we're trying to get him in. No, I can't grab him either.
Okay, 10-4.
10-4. Okay, so we're here with 3rd place finisher, Devin Alward. Hey, Devin, how's it going?
Not doing too bad. How are you?
I can't complain. It was an amazing race you guys put on. Walk us through your mindset going into the race. You know, how were you planning on getting up to the front and maybe winning this thing?
Yeah, I would say just kind of staying up front the whole time. Yeah, qualified. I tried to put in a good lap qualifying. Didn't really get the lap I wanted, but ended up working out. Staying in the top 5 all race kind of helped me a lot. But yeah.
Now we had in the middle of the last green flag pit cycle, we had a caution. Where were you sitting when that came out? And did that really mess with your strategy too much?
Yeah, I think I was sitting 3rd actually. Didn't really mess with it too much. I was hoping for green all the way through. Yeah.
Well, still managed to come back 3rd after that. Saw you made some aggressive moves on the first attempt, I believe, at the green-white checkered. Good race overall to bring it home 3rd place. Anybody you want to give a shout out to or say hello to?
Yeah. First of all, obviously, you guys here at Freaky Fast, you guys do a tremendous job, so thank you for that. But shout out to my teammate, Paul Henley. And then shout out to my team, Team 5 Motorsports. And yeah, that should, and then so shout out to, obviously, like I said, my team, Outsider Clothing Co., Untamed Adventures, M2 Design, Hudson O'Neill Racing, and Sotomayor Performance Forces. So shout out to those guys, big sponsors. So.
All right, well, enjoy your 3rd place finish. Can't wait to see, I don't know if you run tomorrow or Wednesday. Looks like Wednesday. So happy to see you back and maybe up in the booth with us again on Wednesday. But enjoy your 3rd place finish.
Appreciate it, man. Take it easy, guys.
And we have our 2nd place finisher, Mr. Paul Henley. Hey, Paul.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. Ran up front most of the race. Saw you working on Mason throughout the race, trying to gauge where you could gain some speed. What were you thinking?
I was trying to figure out how to save the tires better after the first green flag pit, because he was better in the long run than I was. I got by him with maybe 10 laps to go before we had to pit, but then he came back and I noticed he was doing better with his tires than I was, so I was just trying to figure out strategy. Then I got behind the lap cars and got stuck in that, so that by the time I got around, I was already a second behind, so I was just making up time and I got in trouble. But then when we had the second green flag run, I was actually catching him, and then the caution came out, so it really changed everything.
Well, you mentioned that second caution. How much do you feel that hurt your chance to potentially get by him and maybe pick up this win tonight?
Mason was fast, very consistent, and he had this unique line going into 3 and 4 that was helping him with his tires. I'm not sure if I had a chance at catching him if we went green the whole time. I think I would have got right to his bumper, but that'd be it. I didn't have anything for him, and that last caution there when or whatever, the second to last one there, when I got into him, I wasn't trying to get into him or anything. I just wanted to stick with him. I think Robert said it that, maybe stick with him so if he pushes out of the corner that I can get a run underneath him to make something happen, because if I didn't do that, I was never going to make a pass.
Yeah, and luckily all that worked out, and no harm, no foul. But it was a really strong night. Come away still with your points lead with 1 week left until the playoffs begin. Anybody that you would like to give a shout out to, say hello to?
Yeah, love to give my team 5 Motorsports a shout out. Thank you for everything that they do. Thank you guys for being awesome and broadcasting. You guys do a fantastic job, and I always love rewatching them and all you guys do for everybody, all the other leagues too. Love to give my shout out to Devin. Him and I worked really well together throughout this race with strategies and practice. Helped out a lot. And give a shout out to our sponsors: Outside Clothing Co., Untamed Adventures, M2 Designs, Hudson O'Neill Racing, and Sotomayor Performance.
Alrighty, bud. Well, appreciate you coming up here and talking with us after your hard-fought second. Looks like we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow and Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
All right, look forward to it, bud. Enjoy second place finish tonight.
Thanks. You guys have a wonderful night.
And that was second place Paul Henley. And now tonight's race winner, Mason Thompson. Mason, a near perfect night. You ran up front pretty much every green flag lap after a pit cycle. How'd you do it?
Well, see, I just drove the car. It's my first time racing this car on this track, and I didn't really know what to expect. And I learned a little bit in practice. And I didn't think I'd qualify on pole, so I surprised myself when I ran that fast. But just saving your tires was really the big thing. With these cars at any track, really, it's just the big thing. So, yeah.
And we were, how important tire saving would be, especially that right front.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul mentioned you had a unique line to 3 that seemed to be helping your tires. Were you approaching that any different as opposed to what you saw everybody else doing?
No, I knew that if I could arc it in a lot higher, I mean, I wouldn't burn up tires as much as in driving it lower into the corner. So that was really my approach to that.
Well, it seemed like the right approach because you seemed to be the class of the field today. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to? Special thanks. Say hello.
I want to give a shout out to my teammate Daryl. He drove a really good race, and every time he gets behind the wheel on iRacing, he gets better and better every time. So shout out to him. And yeah.
All right, bud. Well, go enjoy this victory. I don't know if you run any other weeks.
I think I run Wednesday at the Cup race. I don't know if y'all are doing that one, but
yes, we will be with you guys on Wednesday. So,
yep.
In the meantime, enjoy, and maybe we'll see you back in Victory Lane on Wednesday.
All right, yeah, appreciate it. Hopefully so.
All right, have a good night, bud.
All right, you too.
All right, that is our top 3 there. Congratulations to Mason on getting his. That's pretty stout, getting a win here. First time in these cars running here at Chicagoland. It's a pretty tough track. It's not that easy of a track just to get around in these cars, man. That's amazing.
Sometimes coming to a track for the first time, you don't overthink it. You just go and run, and it seemed like it worked out really well for him today, Robert.
Yeah, well, he led most laps out there tonight. So, all right, well, we're going to bring up our unofficial results here tonight. Brandon, if you don't mind running through this as we get ready to sign off here tonight, and we'll be back again live tomorrow night at same time, same place, same track here with the eNascar Outlaw League, and then we'll be live again, same track, same place, same time again for the Cup Series here at Chicago. So I think we're sticking around in Chicago for a while, buddy.
Yeah, it looks like tonight, tomorrow, and then on Wednesday with the Cup cars and trucks tomorrow. So 3 days in a row of Chicago should be loads of fun. But your running order tonight will be Mason Thompson coming home with the win in that 25 machine, followed by Paul Henley. Then Devin Alward in third, Christopher Pendle in fourth, Josh Garner fifth, Dennis Warren sixth, Preston Michael seventh, Jeff Vickery coming home in eighth, Shane Ledoux ninth, Daryl Arnold rounding out the top 10, Drew Halloran in 11th, Robert Revel 12th, Grant Whitcraft in 13th, Christopher Lawrence in 14th, 15th Brandon Browning in the 48 machine, 16th Charles Teed, 7th Joaquin Meza, 18th Joey Doucette, and I don't have the rest of them. Okay, there we go. 19th Robert Babcock, 20th Chris Malcolm, 21st Drew Bordeaux, 22nd Robert Woodard, 23rd Donald Scala, 24th Stephen Ford, 25th Ken Zeems, 26th spot will be Russell Peets, Gary Rogers in 27th, Robert Warrens in 28th.
All right, that is your unofficial results here tonight at Chicagoland with eNascar Outlaw League. Man, oh man, I tell you, out of anything, Charles Teed, man, he was up there in the top 5, running pretty hard, looking really good. Not sure exactly what happened there at the end, but unfortunately, he's going to fall way down the standings here tonight. So had a good race, but unfortunately, you know, again, circumstances happen on them green-white checkers where you're going for every position you can. But all right, well, we're going to get ready to sign off here. Brandon, thank you very much again for joining me up here in the booth and helping out Freaky Fast Broadcasting. But until tomorrow night, everybody, we will be live again here at Chicagoland at 7:50 with the same old guys and some new blood that we'll see out on the track. But until then, Freaky Fast like to say, God bless everybody. Love yous all. Peace out.